and got a rebel flag, and y'all still parade around there with that and act like you got a problem with somebody's so-called patriotism. But you stand up and you salute the flag off the strength of rebellion against another country, man, of oppression, man. Okay? The whole land of the free, home of the brave is all based off you going bucking up against the British, man. But then when somebody who is clearly a nation who's clearly been oppressed for years bucks up against it, you act like, oh, what you got a problem? You need to stand up for a flag and this and this and that. Well, you know, that's like you Americans should salute the British flag anytime you hear Prince George say anything, or any prince or whatever. That's the same thing. You know why these so-called white people tell you that? Because they're proud of what they established, this slavery and all this hatred and all. They proud of that, man. They want you to get up and stand up and represent. Be a good slave. But when you got something to say, they got a problem in the land of free, home of the brave. Okay, so that's why you're supposed to examine yourself according to the scriptures and be an individual. You know, stop trying to get by and get along, man. You know? Go ahead.
Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves.
Prove your own selves. How you prove your own selves? According to the scriptures. Not according to what the standards of the world is. Standards of the world tell you everybody's equal, but here it is. There's all kind of inequalities. You, like I always say, you fill out your job application, they ask you your ethnicity. If I'm male or female, if everybody's equal, that shouldn't even be on the application. If that's a true mindset, you know, I should be able to walk into any job, get paid. I shouldn't have to fill out or take no ACT test. I should be able to walk into any college, man. Okay? Every college should be the same price. You see what I'm saying? Everything is not equal. It is not. It's just a figment of imagination that they project to the sheeple in this world, man. And people believe it. Okay?
Know ye not your own selves, how the Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates?
Yeah, know that you're your own self. So when you sit here and examine yourself according to the scriptures, and you sit here and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Am I keeping the Sabbath? You know? Am I keeping the dietary laws? You know, what's my character on the inside? You know? Solomon praying for wisdom and being the man that he is. David, King David, being the man that he was, and just working on himself. You know, oh Lord, you know I'm this, you know I'm that. Oh Lord, I pray for the downfall of the heathen and this and this and that. Do you have that same mindset? Examine yourself. Do you pray for the downfall of so-called white men? You know? Because guess what? King David said he hate them with a perfect hate. Examine yourself and see do you really feel how David felt? If you don't, then you're a reprobate, man. That's how you examine yourself, man. And do your character lines up with the scriptures? When you fall off, do you feel some type of way about it, man? Are you striving for perfection? You know? Are you bold as a lion with the scriptures, man? Are you out here head first when it comes to doing the work, man? You know? Like he just said earlier, they say don't preach in that name, and they threatened them with imprisonment. What they went out and did straightway and started preaching the name, man. Or you gonna be like Baloo, you get spit in the face, get arrested. Now you happy-go-lucky, lovey-dovey. Now you don't want no contention. You know? If you examine yourself, you fell off, man. You know? That's why it's important to examine yourself, whether you be in the faith. Check yourself out, man, because you can get in the zone and basically be on planet Krypton and thinking you on planet Yahushua, man, because you ain't examining yourself constantly. Okay? Look at the end of your day and see how much of a man of the Lord you was. You know? Everything is an opportunity and a challenge to be a man of the Lord, man. Alright? hey, we fail and we get it every day, but if you don't examine yourself, what's gonna happen? You're gonna just keep doing this shit, man. You're gonna keep doing it. You know? Go ahead.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever.
So if you love the Lord, you keep his commandments. Talking about you're under grace and basically have to keep no commandments. That's sorcery, man. That's witchcraft. That's wickedness, man. The Lord said if you love him, you keep his commandments. You do what he tell you to do. Okay? Go ahead.
Even the
Huh?
What do y'all supposed to be?
What are we supposed to be? We're Hebrew Israelites. We're preaching, we're reading out the Bible, basically. You know how people read out the Bible in church? You've been to church? We're doing the same thing. We just do it how the old people do it, how the Lord did it back in the day. You know? That's how we do it.
so even the Spirit of truth.
Hey, and the Lord wore garments just like this. You know, so if we look crazy to you, this how the Lord just walked around, doing the same thing. Okay? So this shouldn't be crazy to you, you know, it should be familiar. Because this is what happened in the Bible. Alright? This is exactly what Peter, Paul, John, the Lord did. Huh? Wearing what? Cape? Yeah, because these are holy garments right here. These are holy garments. This is the same garments that, not the same color, but the same, the men in the Lord, you read in the Bible, you go to church, the same people that you read about in church, they wore these same type of garments. Okay? That's why we wear it, because we read it in the Bible and we applied it. Alright?
Says, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not.
That's a good question, my man. You always ask questions. That's a good question too, man. Go ahead.
Says, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him.
Back up a bit.
This is verse 16. It says, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever.
Yep, that comforter is the Lord, but that comforter is the scriptures, the word. Okay, go ahead.
Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you.
Yep, you knoweth him because it dwelleth with you and be in you. But it said that if you don't dwell, the most high shall dwell in you if you keep his testimony. So the scriptures, if the scriptures are not in you, then he's not dwelling with you. Okay? So you're supposed to keep this law, statutes, commandments, really all the Bible to your best abilities, man. Okay? When the scriptures say, if you see somebody doing wicked and you bid them Godspeed, that you're partaker of their sins, you're not supposed to bid them Godspeed, man. So when you see somebody such as a sodomite, for lack of better words, doing what they're doing, and you say, oh, as long as it's not me, you have a blessed day, then you might as well be, not might as well, you are. Because the scripture said that you are partakers of their sins. That's the testimony. It's been said. Okay?
So I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you.
Yep, so the Lord said he's going to come to us. How he came to us is really that the spiritual grace and the gift of grace of the understanding of the word, man. And on top of that is the New Testament and the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? But it's really that New Testament. Him leaving and coming back. Okay? Go ahead.
Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more. But ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also.
Yeah. So is it talking about with the eyes? It's talking about seeing as an understanding, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, at that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and you in me, and I in you.
Yep. Go ahead.
He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me.
Yep. It's very simple. You know, so if you're going to church or anything, if you're praising the Lord in any type of way in your own demeanor and you don't have none of these commandments in you, by when I say in you, is that you're applying it and you really believe in it Just like you believe going to college and getting a degree will get you a good job. You don't just go to college because your mom said do it. The people that do that just drop out. You know, people that really believe in it, they go and they go do it. They apply it. Okay?
And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him.
What's love according to the Bible? Let's get that real quick. He that loveth me. What it said? Read that again.
Fine. It says, he that keepeth my commandments, he that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me.
Yep.
And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him.
Why? Because the Lord, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, is the mediator. So in order to be loved by the Most High, you gotta go through the Lord first. That means you gotta go through these scriptures. You gotta have these scriptures in you. Okay? Like they say, you gotta have the experience, 15 years experience. Do you have this degree or that degree? You gotta have this word in you, man. Okay? Go ahead.
This right here.
Yeah.
2 John verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
That we walk after his commandments. That's the love of the Lord. Okay? That you walk after his commandments. You can't sit there and say that you believe and you want salvation and you don't keep no commandments, man. And I'm saying this because this is rampant. A lot of people say, oh, it ain't me. It is you, man. To be straight up, man. You know, we could be petty tendergrass and point out everybody's flaws, man. You know, and say this is what you're not doing, and you know, and show you that you're not walking in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to get to is that a lot of people walk by and say that ain't me, or amen, and like that's some foreign nigga that you seen at your job. You know, a lot of these people that claim that they love the Lord don't keep these law, statutes, and commandments. If you got pork sills sitting in your bowels, you don't love the Lord. You know, you eating crab cakes and shrimp and all that, you don't love the Lord, and the Lord don't love you, man. Because why? Because according to the testimony, you're not supposed to eat those foods. And if you love the Lord, you're going to listen to that and take heed to that. Not only that the so-called white man's a devil, man. That's on a higher level, man, of you. If you love the Lord, give me that. You holding something? What it say? I think it's Luke 17:1, or it say, if they will not worship me, bring them hither. Or John 17:1.
Yeah. This is St. Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those my enemy which will not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Yeah, so you got to be all about the Lord. And the Lord is all about you being about him. You say, basically, if you don't want to worship me, you don't want to listen to them Israelites that don't want to listen, bring them here and slay them before me. Basically, put their ass to death. They have no use, man. Because at the end of the day, this word is life. Okay? And it's literally life, man. It's literally the existence that we're looking at to this day, man. What's really wrong and what's really right. You know, I seen somebody that said a quote, it's not about race, it's not about ethnicity, it's not about background, it's not about religion. You know what I'm saying? It's about love. Love is love. That's an asinine thought, man. You know, because you know why? Because if a person, I always bring it up, if a person's a fucking serial rapist and he loves, you know, raping people, parents' daughters, you know, or sons, and he loves that, ain't love is love, and that's what it's all about. No, that's some shit that you cool with because either your relative is down with that foolishness, you don't want to say nothing about this shit, or you involved in this shit, man. You know? Love ain't love, because People could love some demonic ass shit, man. There's diseases where people love to cut themselves. That's harmful to yourself, man. People love to do drugs, you know, heroin and all that, man. And they love to do it. You saying basically let them do it in OD? You know, being a homosexual is worse than heroin, man. What the thing is that you just can't see the backlash on it, man. Or you just don't want to acknowledge the backlash, which is AIDS, low reproductive rates, effeminizing men. Okay. Yeah.
2 John 2 John verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.